I don't care what's under there, Linda Harper snapped, smacking a crumpled blueprint against my truck's hood. Put the speed bump right here. Her finger stabbed the asphalt like she was launching a missile. 30 feet away, an unmarked sedan gleamed under the noon sun, silent, unassuming, until the ground began to hum. It wasn't a jackhammer. It was something else, something alive, like a hornet's nest waking up under a thin layer of dust. I stepped back, heart pounding, and muttered, Linda, you just broke something big. 10 seconds later, that sedan erupted in a blinding fireball. She screamed. I froze. And across the street, the first black SUV rolled in like a storm cloud, tinted windows hiding worse intentions. Willow Creek was supposed to be a haven, upper middle class, hydrangeas in full bloom, retired bankers walking their poodles. I'd moved here as the HOA's engineer to escape the grind of city contracts, expecting a few quiet years signing off on fence heights and drainage plans. What I didn't expect was Linda Harper. She didn't win elections. She materialized like a weed in fresh concrete, loud, relentless, always armed with a clipboard and a Bluetooth headset that hadn't worked since 2010. Her latest obsession, cars going 26 and a 25, she claimed 40 residents demanded speed bumps. I checked. Only 6 houses faced that street, 2 were vacant, and 1 belonged to a kid who drove like he was in a funeral procession. The residents were mostly Linda, forging emails from aliases like Patriot Neighbor 77 and Creek Guardian. I knew it. She knew I knew. But Linda didn't retreat from lies. She weaponized them, waving a colored pencil sketch of 4 speed bumps over a Google Maps printout. I should have walked away. Maybe I was bored. Maybe I wanted to see how far she'd go. Or maybe I didn't think she'd go far enough to blow up an FBI surveillance car. That sedan didn't belong here. No HOA sticker, no garage, never moved. Most thought it was abandoned, but I noticed its heavy tires and glare-proof tint, the kind you see on federal rigs. Years in city infrastructure taught me to spot surveillance gear. 3 weeks earlier, a realtor had shown up at my office asking vague questions about soil permits near that car. Her smile was too tight, her blazer too crisp. Then Agent Kessler visited, badge in hand, coffee burnt, warning me, if anyone asks, it's just a junk car. Don't dig near it. Don't let anyone else. I nodded, didn't ask. Linda, though, was a human sledgehammer, smashing every boundary with a smile. She stood by my truck now, barking at 2 guys in neon vests she'd hired off the internet. No permits, no survey, just a bag of quick-set concrete in pure audacity. Linda, I said, this is illegal and dangerous. You can't tear up a public road without city approval. She swatted my words away like flies. Don't lecture me about infrastructure, Ethan. We pay taxes. Before I could argue, the jackhammer roared, biting asphalt like a chainsaw through bone. 3 seconds in, the pitch shifted. The worker froze, confused. His buddy, holding a tar bucket, shouted something lost in the noise. Then I heard it, a metallic hum, like a sci-fi weapon charging. The sedan glowed orange underneath, popped, snapped, and exploded in a wave of flame and smoke. Linda dove behind my truck. 1 worker sprinted into a neighbor's yard. I stood, jaw slack, watching $200,000 of federal tech melt into a smoldering heap because Linda wanted to slow down Amazon deliveries. An SUV screeched up, tires smoking. 2 agents in tactical gear spilled out, weapons holstered but ready. Linda dusted herself off, strode toward them like she owned the street, and barked, "Who let you into a gated community? This is private property." They ignored her, beelining for the wreckage. 1 agent, recognizing me, gave a grim nod. I nodded back, trying not to look like I just watched a bake sale turn into a war zone. Linda wasn't done. "Are you in the city? I want badge numbers. This is entrapment." She hurled legal jargon like confetti. An agent flashed an FBI badge. "Oh," she said, voice cracking as she realized she stood next to a burning federal asset with a handwritten Linda H. approval permit. They didn't cuff her, not yet, but escorted her aside for questions. I handed over my email chain with Linda to a woman with a laptop and a no-nonsense stare. She raised an eyebrow at Linda's Creek Safety Mission email. I shrugged, whispering, Willow Creek Traffic Control. We chuckled softly because laughing louder felt like tempting fate. By the time fire trucks arrived, 3 SUVs and drones swarmed the scene. Neighbors peeked from behind fences, phones out, filming what they thought was a drug bust. Linda, undeterred, waved her HOA badge at agents, convinced. She'd walk away the hero. I knew better. This was just the start of a very bad road. The chaos didn't fade. It mutated. Linda didn't hide or apologize. She doubled down. The next morning she stood on her pristine lawn behind a borrowed podium, a plastic flag taped to it, declaring to a sparse press crew, I'm not a criminal, I'm a protector. She paused for effect, scanning 2 cameramen and a jogger who'd stopped to gawk. I watched from across the street, sipping bad coffee, praying this was a nightmare. Linda claimed the explosion was the city's fault, calling her speed bumps emergency traffic safety structures. The press smirked. The feds didn't. Agent Kessler called, her voice sharp like she was tallying my role in her paperwork nightmare. The sedan was part of Operation Silent Forge, tracking a cyber criminal living 3 doors down under the alias Paul Grant. His real name was a tongue twister, wanted in 7 countries. Linda's fireball didn't just torch equipment, it blew a 9-month sting. The suspect vanished when the car exploded. Kessler asked if I'd noticed anything odd post-blast. I mentioned Linda's shady Craigslist crew and off-the-books obsession. We're profiling her, Kessler said. She's not connected, but she's a wrecking ball. She added, tell her to stop calling us. Linda had left 6 voicemails demanding the FBI pay for her scorched sidewalk and apologize on social media. At the HOA meeting, Linda stormed in with a binder labeled evidence, accusing me of colluding with the feds to spy on residents. She claimed I stalled her speed bump plan to protect a geo-surveillance grid. The board blinked, confused. Darren, her usual yes man, whispered, is geo-surveillance real? I didn't answer. Linda handed out flyers with a blurry photo of a Wi-Fi router in a mulch-covered box, calling it an FBI data node. It was actually leftover irrigation tech from a failed HOA project. But Linda, armed with ignorance, declared it proof of a conspiracy. When I laughed, she glared, announcing a lawsuit against the FBI, the city, the HOA, and me for persecution. Then came Leonard, her new ally in a fake military uniform, selling energy crystals from his SUV. He helped file a citizen's lawsuit on a flash drive, which the judge tossed with a warning for wasting court time. Linda went viral, live streaming rants about constitutional overreach, pacing her porch in sunglasses like a fugitive. Clips hit conspiracy sites, one edited into a mock trailer. Linda versus the feds. Meanwhile, Kessler called with a twist. Linda's chaos had spooked the suspect into resurfacing. He tried contacting a local source, exposing himself. The FBI pivoted, using the disruption to trap him. Linda the tornado had accidentally helped. Don't tell her, Kessler warned. She'll think she's invincible. Then Linda crossed a line. She and Leonard, flanked by a live stream crew, snuck into the FBI's vacated safe house, narrating like a budget crime host. Motion sensors pinged. Kessler watched in real time. Linda found a wiring closet crowing proof before a speaker blared, "Step away. You're trespassing on federal property." Her stream cut off. Agents detained her. Not arrested, but she screamed whistleblower as they let her out. The clip exploded online. Headlines like Suburban Mom Storm Spy Base, finds router spread like wildfire. Neighbors turned on her. One posted, "She was funny. Now she's a hazard." The FBI wrapped Silent Forge. The suspect took their bait, landing in custody. Kessler called. Without her mess, he might have slipped away. I said, "So Linda helped?" She paused. "Like a flood helps find pipe leaks. Useful, destructive." Linda, oblivious, called another HOA meeting, demanding a security detail for exposing corruption. No one came except Leonard and a box of Patriot rations. Why? It was sad watching her unravel, clinging to a hero narrative no one bought. The end came quietly. On a Thursday, two federal officers handed Linda a $74,000 fine for destruction, obstruction, and trespass, plus a lifetime ban from federal property. On her live stream, she read it, mouth opening, then closing. The stream died. Silence. Willow Creek healed. We installed proper speed bumps, and I designed a sign, "Slow down, unless you want the feds." Freedom, Willow Creek style. Linda moved 2 towns over. Her house was sold to a family who painted over her paranoia. I kept Kessler's card, but never called. HOA meetings went back to mailbox disputes, just how Willow Creek should be. Linda didn't mean to help the FBI, but her chaos shook things loose. She crashed into a hidden world, dragged us all along, and left a story no one here will forget. Thank you for watching Work Story. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful tales of resilience and justice. See you in the next one.